Introvert Meets Extroverts, a Happily Ever After by Team Solveda. Leela never thought she could have her own romantic love story, let alone with someone so different from her. She was a shy, introverted girl who always kept to herself. She had always preferred reading books to going out and socializing. But then, one day, she met him. Dhruv was the complete opposite. He was outgoing, confident, and had a contagious energy that drew people towards him. Leela first saw him at a party that she was reluctantly attending. She was standing by the wall, quietly sipping her drink and trying to blend in with the background when he came over and conversed with her. Leela was surprised by how easy it was to talk to him. He had a way of making her feel comfortable and at ease, even though she was very nervous at that moment. Soon, Leela found herself talking about everything under the sun, from her favorite book to even their dreams for the future. Over the next few weeks, they started spending more time together. Dhruv would take her to the parties and introduce her to his friends, and Leela would take him to quiet coffee shops where they had talk and read together. Soon they started to realize that they had more in common than it seemed like initially. What with their differences in personality, Leela didn't want to admit just how quickly she found herself falling head over heel for him. She loved his enthusiasm for life and his ability to make even the most mundane activities seem exciting. He brought out a side of hers that she didn't even know existed. And despite her reservations about opening up, she found herself staring at deepest thought and fear with him. One day, Dhruv took Leela as a surprise date to a bookstore. He knew who her favorite author was from their many conversations, so he had gone out of his way to track down an event during which her favorite author was signing copies of one of her latest books. As they reached the author's table, Dhruv asked the lady if she had write something along with her signature on the book they were about to buy. The lady got curious and agreed. Dhruv handed her a note which she read and smiled broadly at. After she wrote what was written on the note down, Dhruv let Leela see it. The first page read, "Dear Leela, will you marry Dhruv and make him the happiest person in the world?" Leela felt weak in her knees as she hugged Dhruv and cried happy tears. Later that evening, he looked at her with the bright eyes and his infectious smile and told her that he had never loved anyone more. And for the first time in life, Leela said, "I love you," back to a person. Unbelievably, her romantic love story was getting written. Now, decades later, the two very different people are still together. They learn to balance each other out and embrace their differences. Dhruv still loved going out and meeting new people, but he always made sure to include her and respect her need to alone time. And Leela learned to step out of her comfort zone and enjoy the excitement and adventure that life had to offer. Leela always thought that a shy introvert like her would never find love, but Dhruv showed her how together their love spoke loudly.